wrestler, he wrestled two weight classes. He wrestled at 132 and 138 pounds, which were the two most difficult, completely stacked weight classes in the state. Everywhere we went, he was running in his studs and never backed down. Had some great wins throughout the season, medaled at some really difficult tournaments, and really stepped up to the challenge. The field's cleared out for him, and I'm sure he's going to find his way on the podium at state next year. Anthony Brady.
Anthony!
Alright, for this young man, I could not be more proud of him, and I'm happy myself to get to know his family over these last 2 years. I'm really going to miss them. They've been a big part of this program, and the time they've put into this team and sport is comparable to what we ask from our athletes. This young man was our first two-time consecutive sectional champion. He placed 4th at 106 pounds at state, and at the end of his career, I hope he can hold his head up high, because I know I'm proud of him, his school's proud of him, and so is his family. So our most outstanding varsity wrestler is Keenan Woodburn.
You know, you hear Man for Others a lot, and I felt it was kind of fitting to start building that into the team, whether it's a team captain or whether it's what you do. Those unspoken things, we coaches, we see it all practice long, all match long, all tournament long. I see you guys on and off the mat all day long throughout school. So I thought it's fitting to recognize those things, and we try to build really you guys as men with and for others who dedicate, you know, who aren't selfish, who are selfless. This young man, he probably didn't have a chance to break any lineup. There's just usually there's a weight limit, but there's a lower weight limit as well. And even the last 2 weeks, we're like, hey, this young man's in the room. And he's practicing, working out, and even when he didn't have a partner, I saw he was drilling with Mr. Woodburn, and Mr. Woodburn showing him stuff. He's always willing, looking to improve. And last spring, and when he walked out into his first freestyle tournament, and he was a deer in headlights, really. Got dropped on his shoulders first match, and trudged through 5 more matches. It was the first wrestling experience he ever had. He's improved so much this year, and he's always willing to do whatever it takes, and whatever coaches need. To be successful, and I think just by showing who he is, he's shown that is success. Congrats to Joshua Longvini. Again, looking across the board, freshmen through seniors, another young man who was selfless. He really sacrificed his body this year, and he reminds me a lot of a senior we had that Coach Looper remembers, and Diego Ezra. And this Diego Ezra's senior year, if he were healthy, he would have placed. He'd always hold. By the end of the year, he'd just hold up his. Hey, show us your good fingers. We literally duct taped him together to get him through his year. And this young man never complained. He also was in the room the last 2 weeks. I'm like, hey, you got to give your body a chance to heal. And he didn't care. He was drilling with Brady. He was drilling whoever else to help them prepare. And that's what we're really looking for. That's what builds character, and that's what shows champions at heart. Even though it's not the champions that get their hands raised all the time. Thanks again also for showing his Man for Others selflessness, Mr. Gabriel de la Rocha. Again, you lead by example, even though you're not the most vocal person. But we do need you guys to speak out. You know, we do need those vocal leaders in the room. But some guys just lead by example. And we already talked about him. how he selflessly filled in every hole in the lineup that was needed, whether it was on JV or varsity. And last year it was the same. It was the same way. Whether we needed him on JV or varsity, whatever weight class we needed him. He also shows a lot of, hey coach, what do you need for us coaches and for his teammates as well. Congrats, Josh Barham.
I didn't get one, coach.
And one more, I don't like to give out awards lightly, but for a few years, there were only awards for like 3 or 4 varsity guys, and I don't think that's how you build a program. That's not how you build kids up to keep coming back. And we need you, really. We need you to wrestle for 4 years, freshmen. All you sophomores, we need you to finish the job, get to your senior year, so you end up like Tony and Kevin and Ethan and Woody. So that's what we need. Also, you know, this young man, he lost his wrestle out. That's just how wrestling goes. I remember junior year, I lost my wrestle out to a freshman, and I lost the spot for about half the year. And this young man lost his spot a week before state. But the very next practice, he was right in there helping his teammate who was going to go to sectionals. He was helping his teammate who was going to go to state. Another guy who's like, coach, what do you need? Asking his teammates what they needed. And when his teammate qualified for state and was winning, he was right there alongside him, coaching him up. That is true selflessness. That's true, a true man for others. Anthony Pagnillo. Tony was on my Kairos last year, and I'm glad to get to go on Kairos again. It's a great experience. You guys have to go on it, aside from wrestling stuff, but I get to spend the whole week with this guy in about a month, so it's great. We can't do this without the wrestlers. Can't do it. I can't do this without coaches, and I can't do this without parents. It's always amazing to me how generous you all are with your time, whether it's on the weekends, the evenings. You get these guys up to go to practice. You're washing their nasty, stinking clothes. I can't thank the parents enough, and I wish that hopefully the next few years we give back to your sons what you guys give to us. I do have a few thank yous. I would just ask our coaches to come up, Coach Stevens and Coach Looper. I couldn't do this without you guys on a lot of levels. Your support. Me as a coach, as a dad, as a teacher, whatever I need, you guys are there for me. Really appreciate it. Can't do it without you. Coach Stevens, up and run the BBs. And then Coach, you know, I'm glad to get any kind of help, and I know we need some more consistency, and we're looking into that with our coaches. But Cody and Cliff, they have like 2 and 3 other jobs sometimes, so they do apologize, you know, for not being more consistent in the room. But to have the quality and caliber of Brophy wrestlers and state placers like Paul and the Nortons is huge. Clint did send me an email. I don't know if I can find it. He sent me an email he wanted to read to you guys. And so I'll just read that, and I do thank those guys because I know that, I mean, they're all over the place. And hopefully we can get their schedule a little more solidified so we can get them in, you know, maybe at least 2 days a week that are consistent. But Coach Clint says, Dear Brophy Wrestling community, I apologize for my absence at the end of the year banquet. Since the beginning of February, I've been dealing with a lot of, he's had a lot of pressure and stress. He's actually been in 2 car accidents. He only says he's been in 1. He's been in a couple of car accidents. He's been dealing with that stuff, which has kept him off the mat and out of the room as much as he would have liked to be. He appreciates your support and could not, and sorry that he couldn't be there at times. It was an honor to coach you guys. You guys were fun. To the seniors, you worked really hard, and you will go on to do much greater things. Wrestling is a sport, and it's a lifestyle. It teaches you stuff to apply to your everyday life. Good luck with the rest of your senior year at Brophy. You're all welcome to always come back and help the program get even better once you graduate. We will see you guys. Good room is always open. To the JV team, it was fun watching you guys go out there and chain stuff together. Keep working hard. You will be more successful. Utilize this off season to get better. To the freshmen, I'm really proud of how far you have all come. You're the future of Brophy wrestling, and I feel you will lead the program in the right direction. Wrestlers have to work hard every day to be #1. That includes off season as well as preseason workouts. Wrestling is a very technical sport, and every second counts. Set the time aside to do off season. You're not playing any other sport. And to the parents, thank you for your support. It means a lot, especially to the kids, when the people are cheering for them. We hear you out there. I know the wrestlers on the mat, they can't hear us. I don't know if they hear you, but we coaches, I hear you guys. You guys are great. Keep it up, no matter what those other people, other coaches, and other referees say. Overall, we had a successful year, and I'm proud of you guys for your accomplishments. I hope to see you guys in the off-season working hard and prepare yourself for a new year. I'll leave you with a quote that one of my coaches gave me. To be successful, you have to fail. You have to accept it for what it is and learn. Most people accept defeat and cry. Wrestlers turn around and say no more. That's from Coach Gaston. AMTG Broncos Coach Clint Norton. So he apologizes again, but thanks to Norton Brothers.